So we all have fears and insecurities when we're interested in someone and dating someone we really like, right? And yes, it's true. With guys, we can be afraid to actually share some of the things we might be insecure about, or some of the things that we're actually afraid to tell you because we don't know how you're gonna react, okay? So this is just gonna be a brutal, raw, honest truth about some of the things that guys are too afraid to tell you. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Kit, your personal dating guru, and in today's video, I'm gonna go through 4 things that guys are afraid to tell you. But before we get into that, you know, I always love hearing from you, so come find me on Instagram, drop me a message and let me know, is there anything a guy told you that maybe at first he was kind of not sure how you were gonna react? Okay, now let's get into the video. This first thing that guys are afraid to tell you is that they are worried about their sex game with you. Guys have heard all the time in movies, through friends, etc, girls saying that a guy doesn't know how to please her, that a guy is lacking in the bedroom. It could be something that maybe he's got a smaller package. It could be that maybe he doesn't last very long. It could be that maybe he lasts too long, or maybe his form is just not right for her. Guys think about this a lot, especially if they're thinking that you're going to be comparing them to other guys that you've been with in the past, which is something that naturally people do. And of course, most guys know that for a girl to come back and enjoy having more physical intimacy with him, she's gonna have to enjoy it with him in the first place. I don't think many women know how much pressure guys put on themselves to perform well, especially the first time that he has sex with a girl that he's into. Because I'll be honest, I've heard girls say that, oh yeah, they were really into a guy, they got on really well, personality was great, and then they had sex and the sex wasn't that good. Now she just got the ick. She's just not into him anymore. Guys are very worried and very aware of this happening. So when it comes to sex, especially the first few times, he is worried about performing well and he wants to do well if he wants to see you again. This next thing that guys are afraid to tell a woman is that yes, he does think about your body count. Now, there are different reasons why different guys may think about your body count. Yes, there are some guys who think, okay, well, if her body count is really, really high, then that's just not someone I'm going to take seriously, okay? Not every guy is like that, but there are some guys out there who are like that. Other guys worry about your body count because if he feels he's not as experienced and if he feels that he doesn't perform that sexually great, he's going to be worried about you comparing him to previous partners and him coming up short, no pun intended. And then there's some guys, and I'm just going to give you the truth, that feel that the more sexual partners you've had, the more likely it is you're going to be unfaithful. Now, this doesn't actually translate all the time, but this does go for guys and for girls. There's a direct correlation that the less body count a person has, the more likely they're going to be satisfied and faithful in their relationship. So ladies, maybe this is something that you should think about when you date guys as well. But guys do think about these things, and that, well, if a girl has a high body count for him, he may be thinking, okay, it's more easy for her to be swayed. This is just what guys think. Okay, I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong, I'm just saying how it is. The next thing that guys are afraid to tell you is that they do find other women attractive. Now, I know this sounds very simple and I know this sounds really obvious, right? We can't expect to be the only person that they're attracted to. But this is kind of more when a guy is dating a girl either more seriously or maybe they're in a relationship, that yes, even though he may love you and be into you, he is going to find other women attractive, and that's just normal. We're all animals at the end of the day. Of course, he's not going to say that to you because there's this element of wanting to make the other person feel special, make the other person feel that they're the only one that they have eyes for. Now, just because somebody may find someone else attractive doesn't mean that they want to do something with them, doesn't mean that they want to branch out just because they can appreciate another attractive human being. Because let's be honest, it's completely okay for you to appreciate another attractive guy, but that doesn't mean that you want to do anything with him. And this next thing that guys are afraid to tell women, and this is about a very particular circumstance, is that it bothers him that you slept with his friend. When a guy is going to take a girl seriously, one thing that he's going to be thinking about is the circles that she's going to be involved with him in. And I'm just going to put it plainly, one of the worst things that guys think about is marrying a girl where there's someone at the wedding who has been in his newly wedded wife. It sounds harsh, but it's the truth. These are things that guys think about because there's an element of respectability for him and the relationship. Now I get it, this is 2022, right? People sleep with each other all the time. That is completely fine. But who we sleep with does play a part as to whether someone's gonna take someone else seriously. So for example, you may meet a guy and you think he's absolutely great, but if you found out that he slept with your sister, is he someone that you would still take seriously? I mean, the answer should be no. The answer should be no. Now, this doesn't mean that if you are with a guy more serious and you have slept with one of his friends, this doesn't mean that it's a complete write-off, but I'd be lying to you if I said that this isn't something that he may think about time to time and it will bother him as well. So what you can do in order to help appease that is anytime you're in a situation where maybe you're with him and that guy friend is around, make sure that he feels loved and affectioned by you. Make sure it's very clear that you only have eyes for him. And yes, you are gonna have to make a little bit more of an effort in this kind of situation, because the biggest fear for him is if he even clocks you clocking the other guy, he's gonna think there's potential for you to leave or maybe even be unfaithful. So it's just all about providing that reassurance for him in that situation. If you're looking for a guy who sparks up your love life, make sure you subscribe to this wonderful tribe. And as always, keep it slick. Pow.